Well, I guess I'm not going to be submitting this to with as a possible Communicaster application. But as always, if people ever want to hear Caster dump on a team, get Andrew in the booth when a BBU team is playing.
That is true. That is kind of our history, though. We've always kind of ripped on BBU teams because, we've been a part of them for so long. Not me specifically a part of them, but been around the community for so long.
Yeah, and, man, I love Fearless Leader a lot, but just having played with him last season, again, I think the Achilles heel for the Rats is going to be defense. And I think Lycan is a great player. I've played with Brancy. I'm going to put it out there. Brancy is a twos main.
Okay.
With all the baggage that carries. And it's I think the same thing is good for the Rats is going to stand what stood for last season. That is, if that defense is not clean, if their rotations suck, they're going to look at backing in the playoffs at 3-3.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that Dilly brings to that roster that kind of gets swept under the rug. Dilly is a very good defensive player. And that's kind of where he thrives, mainly because he kind of has the same mentality like you and I do. Hey, we aren't the best mechanically, but if you need us to be in position to make a save, usually you can count on us to be there. But as for the gas bags here in this matchup, I was going to say I think Saint would be the player we need to watch for that team, but looking at who's already in the lobby, I'm going to throw this one to Beef Supreme. If I remember correctly, Beef Supreme's their tier 3 player. Everyone else is tier 2. Now, obviously, at this point, doesn't mean as much as, if you were playing in tier 4 and you had a tier 6 player on your team or a tier 5 player. But, nonetheless, those under-tiered players have a tendency to try and push the pace a little too fast and play out of their element. And so I think for Gasbags, if Beef Supreme can just stay in his game plan, stay at his comfortable pace, and play his game, I think this Gasbags roster is going to be able to kind of pull it all together and give the Sewer Rats all they can handle in this one. Yes, Octo, just like you when you play up with us.
Having been in that spot, I'm just going to say that for Beef Supreme, Season 1, the effects of the reset still being felt to this day. But yeah, I think if Beef Supreme is kind of in my spot where I played like a Champ 1 or Champ 2 for a year, you just can't get overwhelmed in the moment.
Yeah.
So, that may be, that may be the weak link, so to speak. But we'll just have to wait to see how they play.
Yeah. I went through the same thing last circuit. I was playing tier 1 with Sarge, Poke, Toast, and Jar, and they were all much, much better than I was. I ended up having to play more matches than I felt comfortable with, but I fell into that same thing, knowing, hey, I can't do that, and it really was a detriment to the team. So hopefully Saint's listening to this and can give Beef Supreme a little bit of a pep talk before he goes in there to just take a couple deep breaths, relax, and when all else fails, play strong third man. It's a very, very underrated position in IGL, I feel. Everyone wants to be that first and second man. Hey, Hawk, thank you for the 16 months, man. Everyone wants to be that 1 and 2 position. They want to get to clips, and they just kind of want to be the highlight player on the team. But really, when it comes down to it for IGL, because it is 6 weeks plus playoffs, your third man play is what carries you through a lot of that season. That just one consistent player who's always on your back line. So Beef Supreme has a really, really good opportunity here to be that standout player for the Gas Bags and really put it to the Sewer Rats, especially with how mechanically gifted we know the Sewer Rats are. So, and like you said, with Brancy being a 2's main, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of works out for him. Thank you, New Fight. Going into IGL 3, because that's a huge mentality shift, and I know they've been getting some practice in, and I think they were doing some scrims right here before the match started, at least comp matches, and so he'll get a little bit of that adjustment. But I know when your adrenaline gets going, you're on a streamed match, you're playing IGL, you have a tendency to revert back to what's comfortable. And if Brancy goes back to being that strong 2's player, I think it might throw him off too much.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll have to... Jesus, Brancy.
I don't know. What does a nosy pepper do, Sarge? Jalapeno business. That's fantastic. You know exactly how to get me to laugh. Good Lord.
That deserves this, though.
But it looks like everybody is in here. Let me tell them to join when ready. We can get this one underway.
It was good, Sarge, but still.
We love those puns around here. You know it.
All right, starting rosters: BSR, Brancy, Dill, Lycan. For the Gas Bags, it's Afro Zeba, Beef Supreme, and Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, and Beef Supreme getting a quick one here, throwing it towards back wall. Lycan, great heads up touch there, just dropping it into the corner, pops it over Zebra, but Dirk Diggler, quick rotate. Lycan's back wall defense already looking strong here, just 15 seconds in, getting 2 good reads and sending him to the corner away from danger. And again, Lycan coming off that back wall, great outlet pass to Brancy. Dilly's up for it. Not able to get there. Ball staying in Gas Bags territory. Dirk trying to get a pass down. Brancy, great read, just sends that one wide. Lycan open net, sends that one high. Dirk misses. Dilly has an open net. And we don't get to say this often. Dilly puts that one home. And it's 1-0 for the Sewer Rats just 37 seconds in. Hey, Dilly. Good to see you in chat, buddy.
So I guess in the rare instances to actually give Dill props, he was the overall leading scorer per game for BSR last season.
Yeah,
somehow outscoring Relevant.
Dilly's made such good improvement over the last 2 circuits. It felt like for a while he was just playing a little stagnant and not really growing, but these last 2 circuits really seen all that hard work and dedication paying off, as he has just been playing absolutely lights out. As we're back underway here, a minute already off the clock, and Gas Bags not getting too much on the offensive end right now, looking like they're just being a little outpaced by the Sewer Rats so far. Let's see if they can start turning that up, as there's almost an own goal. That one's getting sent back the other direction. And Dirk Diggler looking for Afro Zebra. And I mean, Ander, as we see so far, Beef Supreme staying back, playing that strong third man. How long do you think that's going to last for the Gas Bags before they start trying to sell out there?
I mean, I think for Gas Bags, they just, they got to get the ball up in the BSR zone.
Yeah, which we're starting to see now. Not too many shots on target, but doing a good job of managing boosts there. Looks like they stole one out of the corner. Brancy not able to pick anything up. Dilly sitting in net with full. Going to be a 2-on-1. Tried for the pass over to Zebra. Beef Supreme almost cuts that off. This is sent into the corner where Zebra's able to take control. Doesn't get the hop off he wants. Dilly's there. Dirk Diggler able to follow the soft clear. And Gas Bags tie this one up just before halftime. And as we were talking about selling out there, you see all 3 almost in the box for Gas Bags, having to play a little extra aggressive to break through the Sewer Rats defense that we talked so much about at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, and that was a pretty easy goal for Gas Bags. the miss hit coming from Dill, throwing out in front of his own net.
And Dilly just shoves it back in your face. Talking about the miss hit. Gets a clean double here. Afro Zebra having to wait for Brancy to go through the net and doing a solid job just running enough interference to push Afro more mid, and Dilly hitting the beautiful shot. Hey, what up, Rat Hat? And so, I mean, for Gasbags, they need to answer back quick here. They look like they were going to get a solid start off of kickoff, but not quite able to. And is this a new Sewer Rats we're going to be seeing here with Dilly playing absolutely lights out? Hey, thanks, Running Brook, for the 15 months, buddy. So how did this roster come to be, Ander? Like, were they all just looking for a team, and that's what that's who was just available? Or what a shot from Zebra.
Yeah, nice shot there.
Slotting that one in far post. Brancy trying to get the pinch, it looked like, and Zebra just getting that one behind Lycan as he blows through back post.
So for the BSR roster, I think so obviously Rel's not on the roster. Though he's playing twos with some people, but just didn't have the commitment to make it for a threes roster. So, you know, Dill was looking for some replacements / upgrades, you know, at least the upgrade for me.
No, you're a very solid player. Oh, what a mistouch there. And Dilly with the hat trick, sitting midfield, able to put this one home as Dirk takes it away from Beef Supreme. And Dilly just taps that one in, rocking that Crimson Reaper that he absolutely loves. But, you know, that's a tough spot for the defense there. Dirt trying to get that power clear off the back wall. Beef Supreme coming over the top. Probably had the better touch if he gets there, because it's going to keep it along sidewall and keep it out of midfield. But I think those nerves are just getting to the Gasbags a little bit here. Playing this team as Beef Supreme takes a great shot. Good save from Brancy. Still sitting there. Afro Zebra tries to push that one underneath. Lycan Fox dribbles this one downfield. Has the open net. Almost scuffs it, but ends up getting that second little touch there and puts it in. And now BBU in full control of this one, up 2 with 52 seconds to go. What up, Holmes?
Yeah, Gasbags looked there. It looked like they were, you know, selling out there. Don't really blame them being down by 1.
Yeah, down 1 with a minute left. I mean, and that was a really good shot. It was just a better save there, as he had a lot of power on that. What a dunk from Dirk. This one's sitting in the box. Brancy able to clear that one off back wall as Zebra tries to get another soft touch. Dilly's going to miss. Beef Supreme's up. Gets a great center out. Dirk's there. Takes the shot. Just misses that one. Far post. Unfortunate there. Great offensive series coming out. Zebra, what a challenge. That is a ballsy challenge there along sidewall. But able to dunk Brancy and just put that one in back of the net. And Gasbags now only down 1, 24 seconds left. And this is kind of where we see issues with BBU. They get a good lead, and it starts to get whittled away, and then their defense panics a little bit. So this next 30 seconds is going to be telling, and Brancy, it makes me eat my words right there. Yo, what up, Tyler?
Well, I think, again, Gasbags selling out there for, you know, overtime. Can't really blame them.
Yeah, I mean, you're in that position. You have to. You don't have a choice but to send everybody up, and Zebra just not able to get back quick enough. That takes an awkward bounce off the corner, drops right down. Dilly, great shot. Dirt. What a save as that one gets killed. And BBU take game number 1 here and puts them in good position. I mean, BBU's also been kind of cursed on this channel, so I mean, they have. BBU has not had a good record on this channel. Much like Fart Rhino from Shuriken, I don't think he's ever won on my stream. So at least for BBU, getting that first win, kind of getting the jitters out there. And I mean, looking at the scoreboard, 5-3 with the shots coming pretty much even there, and Gasbags, you know, being led by Afro Zebra, but really that was a solid team effort from Gasbags there. It was just a little bit of, I just want to say nerves. First game nerves on stream.
Yeah.
You could see him settle down a little bit, and those last two goals, the last goal at least for Sewer Rats came when Gasbags had to sell out. They didn't have a choice there as they were down 1 with 30 seconds left.
Yep. Like I did like what I saw at Gasbags. I think, man, I sound like a broken record whenever I bring this up. It's like, I think if they can keep their communication clean, avoid the mistakes like that one
double commit along back wall.
Yeah, like I think they'll be in good shape. Because again, I think there is something to take. There's some goals that can be given by BSR. Up there at the pass play.
Yeah, BSR is definitely giving Gasbags a lot of opportunities. It almost looks like BSR wants to play for these pass plays, and as great and wonderful as they are, it does put you a little bit in an awkward position because you're having your second man pre-jump a lot. What a beautiful laydown here for Lycan to get that one in. Brancy heads up cut and just lays it right on Lycan hood there, and he taps that one in, and Sewer Rats up 1 55 seconds in. Yes, I remember who you are, Desi. I'm the one who had you change your name because I couldn't pronounce Desire right. And so again, Gasbags, I think the big thing that I'm seeing here out of their defensive rotations, at least, a lot of people their third man is rotating down midfield quite a bit, and second man's rotating out a little bit early, and so it's not allowing them to keep that offensive pressure that they need. As they get a beautiful pass there, Supreme's not able to get down on that one. Zebra's going to miss the clear. But when you have your third man rotating down midfield, it puts him in an awkward position, because if you get that outlet play from BSR, he has to make a quick choice of going left or right rather than rotating on that outside third, where he can make an easier cut and have a better clear across. So if they can clean that up here in game 2, I think they're going to be able to maintain their offensive pressure a little bit more and could probably come away with this one, as they're going to have a quick fast break opportunity. Dilly, great touch there. But with BSR up 1, what do they need to do here, Andrew, to maintain that lead and not let Gasbags back into this one?
I mean, the offense looks good. I mean, they just can't. Again, broken record. They just can't screw up on defense.
Yeah.
And
they need no doubles.
The two people that, they need to, keep their head on straight is Dylan Brancy.
Yeah, and Brancy, I mean, for being a twos main, has been playing really, really solid here, having good rotations. You can definitely see the twos mentality coming out along back walls. What a play here. Getting all 3 members involved. Zebra tries to clear this one out. Lycan to Dilly. Dilly just drops it right back down to Lycan. What a beautiful touch. What up, Jay-Z? And yeah, I mean, their defense, they aren't having to play a lot of it because their offensive rotations are really locking the Gasbags in their own half and not giving them really any good opportunities. Maybe a shot here or there, but then it's right back onto defense for Gasbags. So you can't really poke holes in that defense if they aren't even playing it. It's Brancy puts in another beautiful shot here. Where did you find this guy? I
mean, he's been... I know he's been around with us for a while. He's just been playing on... I know he's played a couple circuits in twos.
Gotcha. Staying in his comfort zone.
Yeah.
It was a great little play there from Gas Bags, but the pass, trying to get it across the box there, just sent it a little too far forward as Lycan Fox throws that off sidewall. Good cutoff there from Zebra. Zebra's going to have Beef Supreme out mid, just needs to get a soft touch to him. Tried to drop it right down, but Dilly again, just clearing that all the way back down. Rocking that super clean NRG car there. As Brancy in the NRG Octane trying to get around, not able to. And Beef Supreme looking for the center, Lycan able to cut that one off. Zebra's going to be right there, takes the shot, gets it over one. Dilly, the man of the hour again, with another great save, sends this back the other way. And with a minute to play here, Gas Bags looking like they're going to be falling down 2-0 in the series. So assuming they go down 2-0 here, I mean, for Gas Bags, it's going to be interesting. Like, what do you think they need to do, Ander, to turn this momentum around, especially after such a close game one and then falling here, already down 3 goals with 30 seconds left?
Well, again, as I say, when one of Dilly's teams is on the field, if the opponents ever want to take a game off them, game 3 is always the best time.
Yeah. Game 3 is kind of their kryptonite. I don't think they ever sweep. I don't think I've ever seen it, at least. Brancy's keeping this one alive, trying to get the flip reset. Dirk just kills it. And BSR goes on to series point, trying to start the season off super hot here. Playing in one of those veteran divisions where you see, honestly, some of the best gameplay coming out of each tier here in those veteran divisions. So for Gas Bags, I mean, they readied up really quick. Sewer Rats, notorious for taking their time, taking the full minute to kind of rest and relax and reset, which I get. But for Gas Bags, this is the point that they need their captain to kind of step in, talk to them, settle them down. As Beef Supreme, 4 saves, great third man play. But, you know, they didn't really get any offensive pressure there. And so this is when they need that person, that coach, that captain, somebody just coming into the chat and trying to talk to them to get them settled down and take it 1 goal at a time. If they can get that first lead, just start building on it from there. And, I mean, Andrew, you can attest to it. When Sewer Rats lose that game 3 is when things start to spiral a little bit for them.
Yep. Got a YouTube full of archives for that.
That is the blessing and the curse of having all your games saved to a channel there. But we're underway here in game 3. Afro Zebra gets a good 50, ball still in the corner. Dilly's trying to clear it down. Good outlet pass. Lycan just not able to recover there along sidewall as Beef Supreme has this one, drops it down for Zebra. Zebra's going to miss. Brancy over pursues, expecting the touch there. Dilly in a one-on-one just sails that one high. Afro Zebra able to clear it away, but Lycan Fox sending this one high off ceiling, coming off back wall. Tough read for Dirk, but able to get a nice ground pinch back up midfield here. Zebra gets spun out, but able to recover and get the 50 on Dilly. Ball back out towards midfield. Beef Supreme's going to miss that one. Lycan Fox takes the shot. Dirk, what a save. Just getting enough of that one to get a little love off the crossbar as it drops back down center. Brancy not able to get the shot in. Dilly gets the demo, but Gas Bags stave off that first offensive pressure coming out from Black Sewer Rats, and already looking stout on the defense early in this one. And you got to wonder if that's going to shake the Sewer Rats a little bit, not being able to come away with the goal there off those great opportunities.
I'd also just kind of want to point out the counterattack that Gas Bags had following that. You know, prime opportunity to get a goal there. It'd been difficult, but that's a situation you want to catch BSR in, where they've kind of sold out.
Yeah, and for Gasbags, they finally got that quick opportunity, and they just weren't able to find that second pass there that would have had the wide open net. Too hard to take the shot there, as the defender was already back. Good 50 here from Dirt. Gets the fake on one. Lycan tries to clear this down. Beef Supreme cuts that off. This should fall right in front of the net. Beef Supreme's there. Can't get the dunk. Double commit coming out from Sewer Rats, but Dilly clears this down. Afro Zebra, last one back, not able to get the touch. And Dilly gets the goal here just before halftime for Black Sewer Rats to put them up 1-0. 2:51 left. And you gotta feel like all of that momentum's just got sucked out of Gasbags there.
Yeah. Still plenty of time though.
Yeah, still half the game left here as Beef Supreme pushes that one around and take it across midfield, try to get it past Brancy. Brancy doesn't even bite on it, just forces that one back into the corner. Good pinch there from Dirk. Trying to get it down to Afro Zebra. Dilly's already up to Afro, able to push that one through. Brancy clears that down. Nice outlet to Dilly. Dilly's going to send this one high off ceiling. Beef Supreme. For being tier 3, Beef Supreme has really been what feels like the anchor for this Gasbags team so far. Oh, as he just misses that save there. And Black Sewer Rats now up 2 with 2:08 to go. I jinxed them. Ander.
I mean, it happens.
So, Afro Zebra gets a quick one back here.
It's a good answer.
Happened? Yeah, Dilly went to the corner, turned upfield before he saw what was going to happen, gets beat to it. I'm going to blame that on him switching back to the PS5 from a PC, just getting rolled on that one.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the PS5 does get more FPS than a PC.
As Lycan gets it back here. Brancy, nice little touch off back wall. Zebra not able to read it. Tried to get in front of it, thinking there was someone right behind him to take that shot, and it just rolls out center, open net, taken advantage of. And just like that, Sewer Rats back up 2. Yeah, Dilly, honestly, it's weird. Dilly looks like he's more comfortable on console than he was when he was on PC. It doesn't make sense to me, but
I mean,
really,
you weren't in comms with him when he was floating between Super Xbox and PS5.
Yeah. But I mean, like most people, you see a huge improvement when they go from console to PC, and it was the opposite for Dilly. It felt like he kind of stalled a little bit, got stagnant, and then he's gone back to console, and he is just taken off from there as BBU gets a 4th goal. Nice pass to Dilly. Dilly just heaves that one up for Lycan Fox, hits the open net. And this series in hand here for BBU, barring a miracle.
Well, I mean, vulnerable to kickoffs.
Yeah, and that, I mean, really, through these 3 games, that's been the biggest weakness that BBU's shown at all. That's the only weakness BBU has shown, is their kickoffs just aren't where they need to be. As they get a kickoff goal back, they confuse me so much. So much.
The comment on that last goal that Gasbags, I wanted to say, is for Gasbags, is that BBU showing the solo queue kickoff as both cornermen going for the same kickoff.
Yeah. Well, and
That
I
never
mean,
would have happened if I was still on the team.
that and the 2 goals that BBU gave up on the kickoff, it was the guy picking up corner boost turning upfield before they know where that's going to go
Yeah.
and just getting beat on a quick shot on net. And so, really, I mean, other than being a little bit more patient for BBU, the only other way to fix that is just to make sure that man turns towards net. Dirk trying to get the dirty dangles going, not able to. Brancy clears that one away, drops this one over. Lycan's going to turn off. Nice clear downfield from Beef, but Dilly able to keep the offensive pressure going here as Afrozebo tries to clear it out. Dilly pre-walling again, sends that towards back wall. Lycan gets it back to Dilly. Dilly's going to fake that one. Brancy gets faked out by Dilly as well, trying to get the 50 through. And as the final seconds tick off here, BBU Black Sewer Rats are going to come away with a sweep.
In week
And
1.
in week 1 on my channel, like, it's all been a miracle so far. But in all honesty, yes, it was a sweep. But I mean, that was a really, really hard fought sweep by Gasbag. They were definitely in pretty much every single game outside of this one. I mean, they could have stolen game 1 if they had just played a little bit more patient there, but I think this Gasbags team is going to be a very, very solid team going forward, and they're going to be, I think they're going to be another playoff contender, and they have all the experience on the team to do just that. It's early in the season. You can afford 1 or 2 losses and still make playoffs. 3 is where it gets a little sketchy if you get swept, but I don't see this being the last we see of Gasbags. And honestly, I'd like to see a first round rematch in the playoffs between these 2 teams because I think we'd see a very different outcome there.
Yeah. I did like what I saw Gasbags. I think they got a really good team. Whatever week 1 jitters could have played an impact. Just not enough time. That can always be the case. Seen it happen way too many times internally with BBU. Just not enough time to gel. But I think they did look pretty solid out there. Again, there's no shame in going out there and just getting beat. That happens. But I think go back, hit the replays, just kind of see what you did wrong. See where the mistakes were made, and try and work and improve them. And there's no reason why they can't finish the season 4-2.
Right, or even 5-1. I mean, with the promise we saw out of them, like just their talent level, there's no reason in this division they can't go 5-1 with this being their one blemish. But I mean, game 1 of any circuit for IGL is really, really tough, especially if you got knocked out first round of playoffs or didn't make playoffs, because then you have like a month and a half break almost between, and no matter how much comp you play or in-game tournaments or scrims you try to get going, it's just never going to be the same as getting onto the field and playing that IGL match. And so I think that had some to do with what happened here tonight with Gasbags. And I think once Saint gets back into the roster and is able to play and be that leader on the field as well, I think it'll start to really come together. It's hard playing these games without having your captain or a strong second that can fill in for you. Not saying no one else on the Gasbags can do that, just, speculating here. And so I think once Saint can get back in there and play with them, I think that cohesion will come back together and they'll start turning the season around. It'll be really, really solid. Definitely one of those teams I'm going to follow throughout the entire season, just like I'll follow Black Sewer Rats just to watch their rises and falls throughout the season. But hell of a great series played by both teams, and GG's to both of them.
Yeah. Good series from both of them. I mean, for the snake bitten BSR, that's exactly the series that you want to start the season. you know, for gas bags, can easily rebound from this, and I don't see why they couldn't. You know, so good luck to both teams. You got 5 more weeks, and you know, as we said, the playoff math, 4-2 will get you in. 3-3 with good tiebreakers. You don't want to be there, trust me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see for both teams what the remaining 5 weeks will bring for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, tier 2 is probably the most fun tier in my mind to watch because you have such a varying skill gap there, from your high GC ones to your just entered C3s. And so it'll be great to watch how they develop throughout the season as everything starts to click. And for the sewer rats, I mean, if this is how this roster is going to play week in, week out, they have to be an early odds-on favorite to make a run for the title. I mean, defense looks solid. Offense looked amazing. Need to work on the kickoffs a little bit. But, I mean, every team needs to work on kickoffs a little bit, no matter how good you are at kickoffs. That little mistake can happen. So, really, really looking forward to what's going to happen here in the future. Ander, I want to thank you for coming out and joining me for my first cast and my first stream back in about a month. So, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. I always love having you in the booth. Go ahead and do all your shout outs and everything, and then right after this I'm gonna cut stream off for about 20 minutes, and then we'll be going live for my Apex match with Crow and Doofway as MMG Apex plays for the first time.
So you can follow me on Twitch, Christ. I throw all my crap on YouTube. You know, under same name. I don't have a link. Also, Best Buds United. When we can get some games cast, we stream there on Twitch. And you could probably find the link to our Discord in the IGL franchise channel, which I don't know off the top of my head. But the IGL Discord is very well organized, and you should be able to find us there.
For sure. And I mean, worst case, you can always hop over to mine, and it's you can hop over to my Discord, and I have it tagged in our joint ones. Yeah, because you organized it, Cookies. It is really well organized over there in the IGL Discord. It's quite impressive, as long as all the bots are working. But again, Andrew, thank you for coming out tonight, man. And I'm sure I'll see you again throughout the season.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and good luck in the Apex match.
Thank you, sir.
All right, have a good one.